we're here back at Raya Lucaria, and we just got back from Volcano Manor. So if you went that way, we just got back here, and if you skipped the episode, we just got back here. So we should be converging all back to the same point now. We're going to continue on from the Schoolhouse Classroom Grace. If you missed it in the last episode, we went through there and got a couple items. So be sure to check that out. There's several guys in this room. You may want to try to hit one or two and bait them towards you, or... Oh, damn it. I'm out of rune arcs. Alright, this should be good. There's a big pot right there. So you may want to eliminate this guy so you're not taking them both on. Ritual pot. We'll drop down and come out of that door soon. There's gonna be a couple guys in here. Oh shoot. I missed my chance there. Damn it. Thankfully, we don't have to go super far on this one, so... There's going to be a hidden wall here to our left. Be sure to hit this one because it's a really good item back here. A couple, really. Comet, which is probably the best projectile standard glintstone sorcery. It works really well if you use Godfrey Icon, which we'll get a little later, which boosts charge spells and incantations. I'm going to jump over this right here and drop down. And drop down again. I think there's pots. Yeah, pots in here. There is the Graven School Talisman, which that's a 4% increase to all magic damage. So even if you got a weapon or anything like that, it'll boost you. And the store will bring us back right where I showed you. I thought there was something else in here. I guess that's it, but I think there was something on the other side. And now we're ready for a boss. This is our first Ratagon Wolf, which we'll face a few throughout the game. I don't have Flame Grant Strength on, damn it. Main thing with this one is watch for him to leap in the air. You want to roll as he drops down. When you see him sprout a knife in his mouth, you're going to want to time a roll just about a second after. Like that. And then he'll put some, like that, some of those glintstone, I forget what that one's called, but basically like where he leaves behind a knife that shoots at you on delay. He'll put about 3 of those out at once. This one's basically just about dodging, so run to the side when he does. Oh, I didn't run enough at an angle. And you'll get a memory stone for defeating him and 14,000 runes, which is nice. This is our next grace. Alright, and now we're going to grab a Ratagon icon, which is one of the legendary talismans. Up this ladder. Can jump through this window. Do one item over here. Crystal Bud times 5. Which that will help you create magic grease. And over here is Ratagon. It increases the time or speed for your spell cast. So this guy down here does a spell that's kind of like a magic shotgun blast. If he hits you with it up close, it may one-shot you. At the very most, it's probably a 2-shot at this point in the game. But it will do a ton of damage, so I would recommend taking him out either from a distance or wearing him down and then running up and getting him. It'll definitely surprise you, so... Other than that, he's not that bad. He's just a regular sorcerer. Here's another pot. Should have several now. I think we're at like 12 or 13. 12. So this, you can, if you didn't go up and get Ratagon icon, that's the gate we came out of to the Grace. So, there's an item I missed, actually first time through, which is that one right there above my head. And these guys are actually good to farm that sword, which is the Noble Slender sword. There's a bunch more right here. That guy is the Noble Thrusting sword, I forget. Noble S-Stock, I think it's called. It's such a rare drop, though. And here is the Magic Wet Blade, or Glintstone Wet Blade, same thing. So, there will be another sorcerer up here. Golden Rune 2. I thought there was a guy there. Alright, and we're going to actually take a left up here now. And jump over this. Be a guy behind us. And a door to open for a shortcut. There's a 3. And now we're going to go Rooftop Jumping. So there's a bunch of routes this way. I'm going to try to cover them all as quickly as I can. I think what I may do is run to a certain point and then show you. Hold on. I'll probably run to a point where we go like 3 different ways up there, and then I'll edit it so you don't have to see me running all the way back to it again and again. You know, I'll do one route and then cut to me being back up there, and then show the second route and so on. That way we'll be able to get this all in one episode. There's a 4. That goes just back down to that room with all the sorcerers that shot me a million times. So up here, there's like 3 avionettes. They're all up top, as you see on top of those like light posts. So you may want to separate them. There's a sorcerer at the end of this row that's got a really good spell. And if you get all 3 avionettes and the sorcerer dealing with you at the same time, you may, I don't know, they may take you down. One more to the right up there. Alright, there's Sorcerer. Darts. Now we're going to jump down here. And jump down here. And so we can go that way, obviously, or we can go straight. There's a couple of routes that way. I'll go straight first. This one you're going to need a running jump. Just hold jump at the very end. And I like to jump from this side as it's higher and kind of angled down, because it roofs lower on the landing on the right too. so that gives you more room for air. Alright. Oh. They have a pretty cool spear. It causes bleed if you can get it. It's kind of a weird item to get a drop, but we're going to jump here. Should be another avionet here. Alright. And there'll be a series of drop downs in here. Thought I heard another one. We're going to drop down here. Here. And then there will be a crab that we're going to kill. And he'll give us a glintstone crown, the lazuli, which if you played Sekiro, should ring a bell. Somber 4. There's another one of those crystal crabs there. Alright, so over here, you're definitely going to want this. This is the Imbued stone sword. And that's going to help us at the 4 Belfries. We'll open one of the portals there. There's 3 of them. The other one is in the Celia town of sorcery, and the third one is actually in a chest at the 4 Belfries. So that accounts for all 3. I was hoping I had a white foulfoot. There we go. Be careful, those guys cause blood loss, so. Alright, so now you can either drop down there, which I wouldn't recommend. You should go this way, in my opinion. And I'll show you why very shortly. Golden Rune 3. And more importantly, we're going to drop to this beam. And then here. And we will get a second Academy Glintstone key, which is what Thops was wanting. So we can take that back to him. Now, first thing you want to do here, kick down the ladder right there. So if you die, this is the first room we came into. There's a grace right outside the bottom there. There's a page at the end of the hallway. Be really careful. He has a 3-round burst crossbow, and if all 3 rounds hit you, you will die more than likely, unless you have approximately like 35 vigor right now and a rune arc. It'll easily do like 1200 damage. Like, he's got explosive bolts on it, and if all 3 connect, yeah, it decimates. So you got a couple options. Either equipping whatever your best magic shield is, running at him. You can shoot at him from down the hallway, but be careful. He will probably hit you at some point. And they stagger you, so like a lot of times the first one hits you, all 3 will. So I think the best strategy I found is just to run right at him. So I'm going to do that. We're going to roll at some point, probably. Nope. Shit. No, no! See how much damage that thing did? There we go. Woo! First time dealing with him, I shot him from down the hallway a lot with a great bow. You can do that if you're really careful, but it's pretty tough. So there's Azur's Glintstone Staff, which it does cost more FP, but it will cause your spells to get out a lot faster. So if you combine that with a Ratagon icon, you know you can really get some casts off super fast. So I'll drop down to show you where we're at. It's this room, if you remember, back towards the beginning. There's a bunch of dudes in here. And there's a Grace right here. So that'll de-aggro him. So what I'm going to do now is warp back up to the place we were. In the debate parlor where we fought the Ratagon Wolf, and I'll show you the next route from the rooftop. So I'll see you there. Hey boys and girls, we're back to that ledge that we jumped a few minutes ago to run around and go into that tower. We're going to take a different route now. So we're going to make the jump again. Avionette that'll come here. It is. He's gone. I got some runes down there I actually fell, but hope I remember to get them because I had quite a few. So we're gonna go this way. I got back out Old Faithful here. Old Bloodhelm thing never gets old. Running R2s are really nice with this, by the way. I've been using those a lot lately. They'll one-shot all the sorcerers here, so it's very nice. Here's going to be our longest ladder in the game so far. Actually, you know what? It might be the second. I'm trying to decide. Is it longer than the one in Stormvale? I don't know. It is long. Yeah, I think Stormvale may be a little longer. That one was like pretty wild. Or, I don't know, it may be about the same. Wonder what that would be feet-wise. Like 150. So here's our reward. The Full Moon Crossbow. And there's a spot to jump down right here. There's a gap there, so be sure to do a forward jump. There's going to be a rune on that roof. There's a 4. And now, here we are for the 3rd time at our crossroads. And this time, I'm actually going to go down. There's that running R2 I was talking about. Alright, so now, we'll go over here. Be an item right there. Another 4. And we'll be able to drop down. Either way, really. That's where we got the stone sword, imbued stone sword. And then this is gonna bring us back to this roof. So basically the same as the other route. I was thinking there was an additional item, but I think it's because I climbed back up and got it. So what we'll do now is go back to the debate parlor again. I'll try to spend my runes before I forget. We should be able to use our incantations now. Ah, need to throw on grant me strength. I keep forgetting. I've actually been trying to not throw on as many as usual because it did get to where I had so many it was almost overwhelming to switch between them, you know. So I think having like 5 of them, spells or incantations, is good. Excuse me. It's really up to you, whatever you're comfortable with, but. No! What am I doing? Alright, so you gotta do like a running jump up here. Stone sword. There's an abductor virgin out here. I can find it. There it is. Not that. That. Oh, come on now. Mid-Ash of War, that's a little silly. No! Shit, wrong one. Give me that sword. Give me that sword. Damn it. There we go. Fuck off. And nothing. So there's a bunch of crabs and you know, just the nobles and stuff around here, so you can kill them if you want. I don't think any of those are the ones that drop swords. There's a crab over here that you should have no problem at this point. And I thought I keep thinking every time there's a crab over there, but I think it's one of those things that got moved in the first patch. I swear I'm not crazy. I know like pre 1.01, which is like the release patch, there were some things that changed, and I was like right here when the release patch hit. I think I did like a midnight pickup the day before. It's actually like 10 o'clock, but don't tell anybody. So there'll be a golden seed over here. A couple more of these guys won't drop me their sword. And I know there's a crab over here. Here he is. Carlos. Maybe. Nope. There's a bait for this guy. There's nothing. A 4. And we are ready for Renalla now. That's pretty much it. For Renalla, we've got one enemy we're gonna fight that's kind of a you know, a boss type thing, but it's really almost like an invasion. We're gonna jump on that and jump up here. As soon as you jump, a big ball is gonna start rolling down that. You don't have to go this way. I would probably go left because this isn't anything big, but there's a smithing 5. We're gonna stick to the right. And we're gonna try to anticipate where it bounces and then run so that we're on this side when it hits the other side. Oh, well, not that time, but so we're gonna run through here and we're safe. Now that will take you to Muriel right there, which is the Turtle Pope, the Church of Vows. And I think that one's, yeah. So there's our guy we're gonna fight. I think his name is Moongrum. And he's a Carrier Knight. So we got our parry shield out. He actually is really good at parrying, so be very careful. He'll do your health in if you are not careful and let him get a parry off. So we'll parry him back. No match. No match. There's the Carrier Knight shield, which is my personal favorite. I thought there was a drop down over here. Is it a different spot? Guess so. So Renalla's up there, but we're going to open the shortcut so we don't have to go back through the ball every time. And we'll run down this and open our little secret path door that comes out right by those 2 sorcerers, and then that route we took to the rooftops. First we go to Renalla though. Over here is a way to stop the ball rolling in like a little secret area. Jump down there. This is that door that didn't open. Right across from the one that warps to Muriel. And there's a ladder going up. And that is, if you haven't been able to tell, a pumpkin head. There was like, could have sworn that one of these areas had An item to drop down to somewhere. I guess I'm just crazy. Uh-oh. Die. Will we get a refill? No? There's Flintstone Scarab. Yeah, this is the one that drops down. I remember. Haha. There's a 7. See, I don't lead you astray. I knew there was a spot to drop down. We kind of need to go back to the Grace, unfortunately. So we're out of, FP. Maybe I'll speed this up. Here we are. This is Renalla's fight. And it's a very creepy cutscene to open up to. We're good on time. I don't know. Let this cutscene play a little bit. I would be so creeped out if this creepy child grabbed my leg. Or teenager, whatever it is. Nope.
Hush, little Calva. I'll soon birth thee anew, a sweeting, fresh and pure.
Alright, so we've got a pretty easy mandate here. We just need to kill the little girls that have hold on. Just kill the students that have, you can see that one there has a yellow like halo. That's the one we need to kill. There will be 3. And you'll see her shell cracks. It'll usually be the one throwing books, so that'll help you, you know, find out where they are. Stay away from those. They'll explode. That'd be perfect. And I'd usually like to buff right before I get the 3rd one. That way, because Renalla will drop down, and then you can just really wail on her. If you're pretty upgraded like me, you might actually kill her in one drop. Otherwise, shit, I didn't have that done. Why am I not going? Shit. Ah, that screwed me up. I gotta do one more. There she is. There's the next one. It's a really easy first round. Second round of the fight's a little more difficult. Took me a few tries my first time, but very easy once you know what to do. She did. And then she has a second round, which is really her trying. And she'll summon in lots of trolls and bloodhound knights and even a dragon. My advice is just to ignore whatever she summons. As always, I would lock onto it
My
and then kind of run in a
have no fear. I will
either
hold
clockwise
thee.
or counterclockwise, like semicircle,
Ye will
um,
be countless born.
with the, whatever is shooting, whatever she's shooting at you. I like to lock onto her and then run it like a semicircle around her, and that'll make most of her spells miss.
Upon my name as
Um,
Franny the Witch.
but anytime she,
Mother's rich slumber shall not be disturbed by thee. Foul trespasser.
anytime she
Send word far and wide.
does the thing where she summons, so we're going to run counterclockwise and probably roll right when you think it's going to cast. But anytime she does the thing where she God, I cannot talk. Where she brings in a summon, just stay back from it, stay away from it. It only lasts a few seconds, so it's not worth trying to kill it. Like you're much more likely to die if you interact with it. If you just stay away from it. Oh shit! I thought she staggered. Oh god, she summoned wolves with my wolves. I can't tell who's who. Yeah, she's pretty much dead anyways. But normally she'll. Here's her giant, but. So I'm just gonna back away. You'll see he'll be gone pretty quick. He's gone. So that's her full moon sorcery, which we'll get. It does take like 68 intelligence, so. See you later. Definitely pop a foul foot. This one's worth quite a few. 52,000. So now we'll be able to respec our character anytime we want. We're just going to need larval tears, which you should have probably picked up a couple by now. Right here, we have one.
Where did he flee?
So what you'll do is talk to her. Rebirth, yes.
Now.
You'll see all of our stats are back to starting. And, we're started at 9, we're going to 55, so that gives us 46 points to play with. We can put anywhere we want. I'm going to put some into Faith. Like 23 dex, 18 strength. No. That works. Oh, I got one more. So now you'll get the balled up emote, and if you go to cosmetics, you can go in here and I've changed my guy's face so many times, but you could like change your character's face or body or whatever and hit finish, and then it'll update your character. You can see our face has changed in game.
And if that ye is it thy way? Be not
So that's it for her pretty much. We're not going to be able to open that chest for quite a while. And probably go ahead and go to Round Table Hold right away, because we're going to get a nice little present. Now that we've killed her, if we go in here and talk to this lady again.
I had my only. Fine, you have earned now to become the thing as much.
There's another talisman patch, which is our third.
Go become.
So now you'll be able to get her equipment, Renalla's. This boosts your intelligence. I can't remember how much, but it's very significant. It's a huge boost compared to like all the other crowns, and it doesn't have any negatives. So you can get either her scepter, which is the best in the game, hands down, or you can get her full moon. If you do Ronnie's quest, you'll get Ronnie's full moon, which I think is better because it inflicts frost. This one does more damage, but it's 55 FP and 70 intelligence. So unless you put all your points in intelligence, mostly you probably won't be able to use it right now. I would get the Regal Scepter for sure, and then you can clone her Remembrance if you really want the Renalla's Dark Moon as well. So, or Renalla's Moon. Ronnie's is the Dark Moon. So, that will do it for here. I've got a couple other things, but I'm going to cut those in. So, see you there. Hey boys and girls, it's Sweaty Zeus coming to you again. We are at Stormhill Shack. I got another item here. One I did get my first time. That's super easy to miss. And I want to make sure I showed you where it's at, because it's actually a pretty good one. So, we're going to the Ever Jail where we fought the Crucible Knight. And then we're going to cut over this way. So this one's actually kind of like right up here. And the only way to get to it is to like kind of come in over here. You've got to go all the way over, and then there's a spot here that I just wrote up. And it goes into like a cemetery. And you'll see there's a lot of jellyfish. I think there's a lot of skeletons over here too, if I remember right. There's a smithing stone. So now we're kind of like over here. And when you see the red the red jellyfish, you know you're in the right spot. Magic grease. Whoa. Blood rose. There they are. So there's the Godric Soldier ashes. which are early on a really good ashes to use. Hey guys, it's Sweaty Zeus. I'm over at Bestial Sanctum with Garunk. I realized I had a death root we needed to turn in, so I came over here for that. If you haven't been here yet, you just go to Third Church of America, and then right outside behind here, behind the church, there's like a little, in this little lake area, there's an area with like a bunch of reeds, and there's a transporter there, which will take you all the way to where we are now. And it also doubles as a farming area out there. Just sneak up on the guys, and you get over 1,000 runes for each. If you use the yellow foulfoots, you'll get about 1,500. I can't remember. But anyways, we're gonna turn this in and get our next item from him.
Feed me more.
That is Bestial Vitality, which is great. It's basically a heal over time. And I don't need to go to the Grace like I always think I do. Gonna go to 4 Belfries now. Which already did the underground area, I believe. Need to do the Precipice of Anticipation, which is the starting area of the game, where we died to the Grafted Scion, and you did too, because it's almost impossible to beat him. And we're going to go back there and pick up some really cool items there, and then go to Ferrum Azula, which is like the second to last area of the game. Well, I guess if you think of the Halleck tree, that's kind of like post-game, but it's its own area too. I'm going to grab this Grace up here because you have to warp out of these areas when we're done. That way I don't have to ride up the hill again every time. So here's the Grace at the top. And you'll have one Imbued Stone Sword key in that chest there. Other one will be in Celia Town of Sorcery, which is right here. Actually, it's right here. The closest Grace to Celia under Stair, which we came out of Celia Crystal Tunnel. This is the one we got warped to in the ruins over by Gil in the very start of the game, right outside where we started at the first step. So that's one, and the other will be here, and the third one we just picked up in Raya Lucaria, so you should have that. This is the Precipice of Anticipation. Okay, yeah, I got those two left. Alright, we're here at Chapel of Anticipation. And gonna go immediately into a boss fight. Definitely want to craft some blood loss. There we go, and we'll get his weapon, which is the Ornamental Straight Sword. Very cool. It's a two-handed weapon. Great for decks. See, normally it's just a regular sword. Nice moveset, it's got a thrust. And then the two-hand is the double sword. So your R1s become double swords, which is power stancing. Normally that's the left, but that'll be your block on this one. And then your L2, Ash of War, is tempering, golden tempering. If you hold down R2 after that, do a super fast combo. Which is very, very nice. Especially if you put on the winged insignia, which increases your attack power after each hit. You get in, you know, several hits like that, and you're in the max attack boost in a very short time. So this is like a little kind of secret area over here. Stormhawk King. Just for Nepheli. And Stormhawk Dean, which is going to be our next summon. It is a legendary summon. And now we're going to go back to the 4 Belfries. Okay, so that one. Yes, this is Farah Missoula. There's just one item here, but it's pretty cool. It's a Pearl Drake Talisman, which increases negation for all, you know, elemental damages. I don't think there's anything else up here. Alright. So we're going to start by dropping off over here. We're going to drop down there, run off. And if you want, you could try to shoot at those guys, but I think you're better off just fighting them. I didn't mean to do that. There we go. Very nice. Huh. Alright. Now we're going to go over here. Drop off on this one. And it's the Pearl Drake Talisman, as I stated. And that will do it for Farah Missoula and the remainder of this episode. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one.